Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with a 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. Now this is a 1010 horsepower, 847 pounds-feet of torque from a 7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 2,769 pounds. Still got rear wheel drive and it can do 0 to 60 in 5.771 seconds, 0 to 110.487 seconds, and it will go into a top speed of 159 miles an hour. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this can compare to the other Chevrolet Corvettes from later in the 60s and early 70s, because they were reasonably quick. These are one of the quicker muscle cars that we've had on this series, but obviously this isn't a muscle car, this is a lot older, and yeah, whether or not it can handle all that extra power, considering it didn't have all that much to start with, is to be seen. But at least it has lightness on its side, and yeah, hopefully that'll make a difference. Let's see what it can do. I kept the original 2-speed gearbox in it, just to see if that'll help, you know, keep the car under control instead of shifting all the time. Means we're not wasting time shifting gears, because we're not going to be getting up to high rates of speed here. But it'll be interesting to see if a 2-speed gearbox is somewhat effective on a series like this, while also dealing with a hell of a lot more power than it ever had originally. So certainly doing alright so far. Quite a bit of roll from the car, but then again it is an early 50s car. First lap time is pretty decent at 1 minute 4 seconds .298. Handling wise, it feels pretty solid for its age. Easily one of the oldest cars we've had on this series. Improvement there at 1 minute 2.763 seconds. I was expecting this car to be all over the place, quite frankly. But yeah, slight improvement there again at 1 minute 2.529 seconds. I think the main thing that lets this car down is the brakes. They aren't the best. Don't know whether or not it's just drums all around or discs at the front and drums at the back, but either way, they are not good. Guess that's the main problem when going further back into history books with cars. Brakes do get substantially worse as the decades go back. No improvement that time round, unfortunately, but we've got this final lap to try and beat those two newer Corvettes. By newer, I mean about 14-15 years. Well, there we go, at 1 minute 1 second, .295 seconds. Now that is unfortunately not quicker than the 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, but it is slightly quicker than the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 from a few years later, and it's also quicker than the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, the Ferrari 365 GTB4, Lamborghini Miura, Chevrolet Camaro Z28 from 1979, Ford Falcon XA and the Ford Mustang Boss 302. But yeah, the fact it's sandwiched right in between those two Chevrolet Corvettes is pretty, yeah, odd, quite frankly, considering, you know, they're two vehicles that are, you know, newer, but are also, you know, not so new that, you know, they've got a massive advantage. But I think the fact that this car was quite lightweight, and I think even the 2-speed gearbox helps it make up for some of its flaws. Because yeah, it doesn't have the best brakes, and yeah, it doesn't have all that much traction, and the suspension is quite wobbly. We were leaning at quite some precarious angles at times, but nonetheless, it's fairly quick. So yeah, not too shabby whatsoever, especially for a car that is, you know, more than 60 years old. So yeah, not too bad at all, especially for its age. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.